Raindrops. On today's episode of Reality with the King, Alexis, Jansen, and I are back to recap. This is episode 5, right, Alexis? No,
Six.
6.
Six.
6. Okay. This is episode 6 of the
Yep.
Real Housewives of Orange County. And Alexis, before we get started, last week we did ask the Raindrops, right,
Yes. Yes.
to let us know their thoughts about this season so far because you and
We want to
I
know. Yeah.
had some commentary. Brody, you can't answer the Spotify. Okay,
Ah,
Brody? Brody wants to be everywhere. Okay,
he's
so before we recap this episode, I'm a man of my word, okay?
all right.
And I am here to read you the comments on Spotify. So, Raindrops, please go on Spotify if you can and leave a comment. Also, go on our YouTube channel and you can leave a comment there too. Okay, so here we go. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm kind of curious. So
Okay, so let me get my dog because Brody wants to. Let me just show you. Brody, come here. Come here, Brody.
well, we can't hear him barking back there. So
Well, that's good to know. Say hi to. This is for my YouTube people.
oh,
Say hi,
you
Brody.
boy, Brody, are you gonna read the comments from all of our people?
You want to
Yeah,
read it,
let him.
Brody?
Yeah.
Brody said, "Put me down." Okay, so here we go. Queen SC says, I love the recaps and very much agree with both of you in regards to the boring and ridiculous storylines this season. I won't read the rest. Nate T said, Hi, you two. Loving your dynamic. I take the pod to the gym, so thank you for helping me lose weight. No
Ah,
Ozempic here. Hey, Emily. Shade.
ah.
Yes, the show is so boring. I am in tears, like staring into an empty white refrigerator.
That's a good analogy.
Yes, Resick 13. This season is so boring. It's just not doing it for me. Someone with the initial A said Carlos and Alexis together equals my happy place. So look, those was a few of the comments. I want to make sure that I kept my word to read them to you first. As we get into the girlies in Las Vegas.
Okay, let's do it.
Alexis, you do not say.
Uh,
Alexis, I'm not doing this with you for another week. You do not look enthused at all.
I haven't finished my entire cup of coffee. I'm blaming it on that because usually I have a Red Bull or something in my hand at Alani. And I went to coffee today and I think it's just not doing it for me. Not enough caffeine. Got to go back to the Alani's if I'm going to
Okay,
pop
but look, if it's
two.
the caffeine, not the episode, then I'll take it.
Okay, well, we'll see. Let's just keep
Okay,
going.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so in this episode, we are learning from the girls. Okay, so there was a scene that took place between Gina, Heather, and Carmela. And in this conversation, they are questioning Jen's ability to work with Carmela on this real estate venture. And they sort of did like a round robin of confessional bias from Tamara to Gina, pretty much feeling like Jen isn't prepared nor experienced enough
Uh-huh.
to handle the job, right? That Carmela is going to offer her, and they feel like she's skipping a few steps. When it comes to this, are they warranted to feel this way, or do you think, like, look, let's see what Jen does first, because who knows what she can do? And unless I missed something, Alexis, I don't think Carmela is asking Jen to like help her sell a house. Like, did I miss something in this conversation over the course of the 5, 6 episodes?
No, and I'm so with you. I feel like it's not a big deal if Jen follows her on a project, learns the ways it works, makes 20 grand, and then decides if this is something she wants to do or not. It's not like, yeah, she's not offering her, hey, come apprentice, um, uh, why am I having a blank? Not Jen. Carmela is not offering Jen the like, come be my apprentice and then I'll give you your diploma. It's like it's not like that. It's like you how do you
Right.
know if you want to be a fashion designer unless you've seen a runway show or been in a Gucci store or what you know what I mean? So it's like how will Jen know unless she follows the way the trade works to find it, to go find out. So it didn't bother me that I just don't take it as serious as these girls do. It's like, who cares? Are they bummed that they didn't get invited for the 20 grand? Because I am. You and I said we'd do it for five.
Listen, Carmela, we're cheap over here. You
We're still on discount. It's another discount Friday, Carmela.
We will do it
Better
for
hurry
five.
up and scoop us up because next Friday we might say 10.
Listen, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Right.
I agree with you, Alexis. I don't understand the big issue with this. And again, last week you even said too, like, are the girls just picking at something to have something to talk about? And the reason why I do feel like this one thing, well, one of two, because we'll get to this strange beef between Emily and Gina that isn't tracking for me, but we'll save that in a second. I am surprised that this Jen working with Carmela has become a storyline because it's known on the Housewives franchises that people work together. The Housewives work together. You know, back in my days of Atlanta Housewives, you had Candy write a song for Kim Zolciak, "Don't Be Tardy." Like it's a
Mhm.
thing that happens, right?
Yeah.
Um, she by Sheree Whitfield. We had Dwight Eubanks work with her. Like it's sort of like a thing to where you really get a chance to see the commonality between these women. And I think what Carmela is doing, based on Jen's own admission of having financial troubles, I think it's a great thing. And I think like there's nothing to be mad about.
Well,
I
and by the
just not
way,
buying it.
Gina just started her real estate while she's been on the show. She wasn't a real estate agent before she on her first season. So what's wrong with Jen following Carmela around and then finding out, oh, I really do love this, going and getting her license and starting. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
Alexis
And I'll be
Jansen.
part of the show, just like Gina did. So why is everybody judging Jen when no one judged Gina for going out and getting a real estate license?
Eureka. In the words of Oprah Winfrey, I'm having a light bulb moment. Now,
I guess my coffee's hitting after all.
it's hitting. So listen, although it's a ring light, I'm having a light bulb moment, okay? It just dawned on me. I now get it.
So
Gina is jealous
yeah.
because she had to go the long way in order to get her real estate license, which is that there's nothing wrong with it. But she
No.
definitely had to like, listen, she got divorced on the show. First of all, her husband never appeared on the show her first season. Now, if you remember this, Alexis, the storyline her first season 8 years ago was he was out of town and she was in the OC and he was working in Los Angeles. So we
Uh,
never saw her husband at the time. She got a divorce. She went through her sobriety, which I'm so proud of her about. And then she decided to take matters into her own hands and get her real estate license. And she's really a good real estate agent. But to your point, no one tried to help her. And now that you have Carmela, who is really good at this, giving Jen the opportunity, now it makes sense why Gina said Jen is missing a couple of steps because she doesn't have to take the staircase to get where Gina's at. She's taking the elevator. And now, thanks to you, I get it.
and but I think you're a little bit wrong on that, a little bit.
Ah,
And just hear me out. Hear me out.
go ahead.
Because Jen's not going just because she's getting a first $20,000 gig offer doesn't mean that Jen gets to skip all those other steps. Everybody has to do everything Gina did. So she's not really
Right.
getting she's not getting an elevator ride per se. She's getting a really nice perk up front. Like she's getting a glass of, Dom Perignon before she starts her real estate licensing. I don't know. She's still gonna have to do all those steps. So I just
Well,
think it's
no.
more of being upset that like she got offered a $20,000, apprentice kind of moment and other people haven't, you know?
No, I agree with you. The thing is this, I'm not saying that's how I perceive it. I'm saying that's how Gina is perceiving it. Clearly to me,
Ah,
Gina thinks that. I'm with you. I think what Carmela is doing is I'm helping a woman find herself and not to be so reliant on her parents, Ryan, to help her out, to really say, look, see if there's something you can do. The bonus is you're not wasting your time. I'm going to give you some money, upwards of $20,000, and then let's see what happens. But I now get Gina's POV in terms of why possibly there could be some jealousy there based on how Gina had to go in her mind the staircase way, and in her
yep.
mind, Gina's getting the elevator.
Well, we did a lot of fact finding just now, didn't we,
Yes,
Carlos? We're good
there
at
we
this.
go. There we go. Okay. Speaking of Gina, there seems to be trouble in BFF Paradise between her and Emily. They have been best friends for 8 years. Gina says she does feel that Emily has a history of, getting into it with people, and she doesn't think that Emily sees the error of her ways, but also feels afraid of having the conversation with her because she doesn't know where it's going to go. When it comes to their friendship, look, I believe wholeheartedly they are best friends. I don't think there's an alliance there. I think if they ever, God forbid for them, right? I think if they ever got removed from the show, I do think they'll still be friends. I don't think their friendship is predicated off of holding an orange. I think they really do love each other.
And you definitely
And
you do feel that there are friendships that are only predicated by being on the show, though. Like you do think
yes,
there are people that have the alliance or work on the show. You just really believe theirs is true.
I think Heather Dubrow works with alliances. I think Heather Dubrow has coworkers. I think Heather Dubrow's real friends aren't on this show. Not for a second. I think no shade. I think Tamara is on a show where she looks around and she doesn't have a real friend. I even will go and say the only friendships I think are super genuine is Vicky and Shannon's friendship and Gina and Emily's friendship. I think those are the two sets of
Wow.
friends that if the show ever went away, they will still hang out, keep in contact with each other and go to the Quiet Woman.
But see, I add Vicky and Tamara to that too. I
I
think
don't.
they you don't.
I
I do.
saw I saw Ultimate Girls Trip episode 1. Did you see it?
Yes. How can I not see it? By the way, don't we want to talk about something on that?
Oh yes. By the way, thanks, sister. By the way, what a great segue. So look, you and I both watched Ultimate Girls Trip.
Yes, and we said to make sure we watched it because we might want to talk about something on our pot for this. So yes, because they kind of
Exactly.
relate. They relate. Okay. So
Look,
where do we want to pick apart on this one?
no, this goes perfectly because here we are on Ultimate Girls Trip, episode 1. Giselle Bryant, one of the greatest housewives of all time, my top 10, she told Tamara what Vicky said about her behind her back. Vicky said it, they caught the audio of it. I believe Vicky wasn't aware she was being filmed. Giselle tells Tamara. Tamara confronts Vicky about it. Vicky says, "Look, I do feel that way. I do feel like Giselle is stirring the pot. I don't trust her. I want her out of my life, but I do feel that way. I do feel like you was mean to Shannon." Then Vicky went on her own podcast, doubled down on it, saying that I don't like how Tamara talks to Shannon. I don't like it. So then Tamara responds, okay. And I'm going to read to you the comment that Tamara made to that video. And she says right here, worry about your own mean behavior. Hashtag mom shamer. And yes, I do have a good life because I'm in control of me, myself, and I. I don't blame others for my misfortune. And that was what I was trying to explain. Insert eye roll emoji.
Okay, so am I going first or are you?
You go first, girl. These are your friends.
Okay. Well, I do, and I do love Vicky. Everyone knows that. And I do love Tamara. But here's the thing. The
Okay.
only thing it's very objective. And like I said, you just got to be honest. Vicky has been throwing so much dark shade at Carmela DeVille this season and cracking on her career and cracking on her integrity, all of this on the show. So how is that any different what Tamra did to Shannon than what Vicky's doing to Carmela? That was my first ding dong that went on my bing, light bulb. Second, it was like every single one of those girls, if you rewind every episode, there you will catch a time when they're all being shady and kind of a little ornery to other cast members. So I don't know. I just think Vicky's really sticking up for Shannon because it seems like that's the viewers. The viewers feel sorry for Shannon. The viewers want people to feel sorry for her. So I don't know because I don't think Vicky would care if Tamara had said that about anyone else. Me, you know, I don't know. I don't get the whole beef with that.
I think is what you said. Listen, I am not denouncing the legacy that Tamara and Vicky have, being on the show together since Tamara debuted season 3, I believe,
Three. Yeah.
right?
It's
So
17 years.
17 years ago. So I'm not denying their legacy. Um, I, based on what I've been seeing this season and based on what I saw on the first episode of Ultimate Girls Trip, I do not believe that Vicky looks at Tamara in the same light she looks at Shannon. She doesn't. I think I think Tamara is somebody that Vicky and Shannon both feel like maybe just not the type of friend they want in their lives who calls things out the way she sees it. I think Vicky and Shannon's friendship is based on they both they both lean on each other in a way where they aren't, in my opinion, and I'm only basing this off the show, where they may not call each other out. I have never, ever, 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 ever seen Vicky call out Shannon. Shannon's not innocent, and I've never
Oh,
seen
I
her
know.
do
That's
it.
why I'm saying. But Vicky's not innocent either, because like I said,
I agree.
she's showing she's not innocent from this by how she's treating Carmela this season. So that's what I was just kind of like it's pot calling kettle black because all of them have done the shade, thrown the shade, and maybe you're right. Maybe Tamara it does scare Vicky and Shannon just a little bit because Tamara does, you know, I guess some people can say things in a kinder voice or in a lighter way. But
Hmm.
Tamara just goes for she just says it point blank. And it's the same thing someone else might have said, but the way she says it is much more direct or just forceful. And maybe that's what they're scared of.
Hmm. No, that's what it was. That's what it was. And that's why when it comes to Gene and Emily, I do think their friendship is real. I think this BS about, oh, you were talking over me while I was trying to explain myself, I think it's BS. I think it's for the show. I don't think it has any meat to it. And that's that. Um, when it goes to Carmela, first of all, thank the Lord Jesus for Carmela this season.
I know
Carm
where you're going right now, and I knew you were going to be like that. I know exactly where you're going and what you're going to say. And I probably agree on this one. Go ahead.
I am going to say this, and I'm not going to take it back. Thank God for Carmela this season. Carmela, to me, is the reason to watch season 20. The the level of personal story she's providing. So she's at home with Danny, her boyfriend. We learn in this scene that she has this rare case of diabetes, where her glucose level was really high when she found out when she was getting breast implants. They did blood work and all those things. And she has to prepare herself when she even wants to walk or run because of what happens to her. Like that level of honesty. And then in this scene, Alexis, she is so candid about the fact that her boyfriend Danny cheated on her 4 years ago, but she's not over it. And she said, Alexis, she's never getting over it, but hopefully she might get through it.
Yeah, I literally that is so relatable though because I haven't been cheated on, but like I put myself in that shoe. Like what if, John did, or what if one of my other serious boyfriends had? It's like I always have said that I respect the families that still stay together, the husbands and wives or boyfriends and girlfriends that make it through it. But I always said, I don't know how I would be. I mean, when you have children, it's another thing. You don't want to just like disrupt the whole, like I would listen to Ryan's Roses all the time. And so then it's the moms that are like, that know their husband's cheating and they're like, but we have 3 kids together. I can't just leave him, And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of hard. You got to see if you can work through it. Carmela was so honest about it. And it's like, I think if she just gotten a little bit of therapy, and maybe she is, because she's very honest. She would say if she was or not. But
Hmm.
maybe they need to get into couples counseling and figure out a way to get past it. And I guess her most vulnerable thing that she said was the fact that she's like, yeah, I'm not going to get over it, but I love him and I want to make it work. Those all can be true at the same time. That's very true. It's just how do you move past that? How do you stop thinking about the fact that someone else was stealing his heart at the same time you are? I don't know.
Listen, my experience working on various reality shows, what I have learned
Well, have you been
is,
cheated on first off?
yeah, oh, yeah.
And would you be able to get past it and stay
I
with
think
him?
it's different. Listen, and when I say this, I am only speaking from my lived experience, right? I am not a woman. I don't have kids, I think when you are a wife with children, I can't even imagine what that feels like.
Right.
I'm assuming it's the most one of the most devastating things to experience, right?
Yeah, it would be.
So my experience, look, I was in my 20s. You know what I mean? Like it was different. Like it was my situation with that was totally different. I forgave him, we moved on. Like,
Oh
but
yeah. Oh yeah,
again,
yeah. We've talked about this on another. Yep, we have talked
yeah,
about.
so my
Okay.
thing is different.
Yeah, got it.
What I
Okay.
have learned, and that's what I have to say, I've learned watching married couples deal with
Uh-huh.
this on various shows I produced. And one thing I have learned, and this may not sound good, but
Oh,
it's the truth.
say it.
If you are unable to forgive your partner for cheating, you need to leave the relationship.
Ugh.
You have to.
Carmela, though, she's not ready,
I
but
know. I know, but the thing is this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not saying this to take anyone's side. I don't have a bone in this dog fight. Is that how you say it?
right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
I don't have a bone to pick or
I don't
something
have a
like
bone
that.
to pick. Thank you.
Yeah. I
So
don't
the
know.
thing is this. I don't know Danny. I can only base on what he said. Danny is saying, I'm trying. I'm not that man anymore. I really would like for us to move forward. I think at the end of the day, Carmela, if you truly are unable to forgive him for it,
Mm.
then you have to leave the situation because at some point it's not fair to him. It's not fair to him. And the reason, and I know, listen, I know it doesn't sound good.
You're gonna get so much for
I
that.
am, and it's okay. It's not fair to him because you decided to stay.
Ah,
You can't say to me, we're gonna stay together and you beat me up every time. You have to, I would rather you leave me and say you did something so abhorrent to me.
yeah.
Just leave. But if you're saying to me, I want to stay with you, and my if I'm lying about the color of my underwear,
Mm.
and it makes you think about my cheating, I would want Carmela to just leave him. There's other men out in the sea, and when I say sea, I mean OC, Orange County, honey.
Bam, good one. Okay, you're onto it today. I feel like also he that one deserved a little dance, huh? I feel that he could change. I feel like someone could cheat, whether it's the husband or the wife, girlfriend, boyfriend,
Yeah.
could cheat and almost lose the greatest thing they've ever had and realize, what was I doing? Like, what was that? Or, but I also think that you're right. She has to be able to say, okay, I'm going to talk to the people I need to talk to, counselor, therapist, whatever, marriage, go to
Mhm.
marriage counseling, whatever, and move past this, or we gotta cut cut the tie, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And listen, I feel bad for Carmela. And I've known women, um, a woman said recently her husband cheated on her years ago. And I want to say let's just say 8 years ago. I think it's around that time. Let's say 8 years ago. They're married, have kids. He
Okay.
hasn't done anything since. Like to her knowledge. I don't you never know what a man is doing, but to her
I know.
knowledge, he really hasn't done anything. He comes home, he answers her phone calls, they travel together. 8 years
Okay.
later, she revealed to her friends the reason why I'm snippy with him all the time is because I can't forget about him cheating on me 8 years ago.
Oh my God. That's such torture to live with, Carlos, for
That's my
8 years.
point.
About that.
Leave.
That is torture to any human. You can't, I wouldn't be able to get that vision out of my head either. I would not want to know the woman, first of all, because I would picture her every time we're, in being intimate. I would not want to know who it was. I would just want to keep that quiet. Oh my God.
It's awful. It's awful. And the thing, and it's also like to in Carmela's defense, excuse me, in her defense, when she said that Danny bought her nice things while he was cheating on her, that psychological fuck up is hard because the thing is this, if I surprise you with a nice look,
Oh
look,
my gosh, I know where you're going. And oh my God. Yeah.
Dior bag and a dildo, like if I surprise you with a Dior bag, like I'm thinking,
I just slept with my mistress, so here you go. I feel bad.
yes, yes. No matter what Danny
Guilt
does,
gift. The guilt gift.
thank you, the guilt gift. If Danny surprises her on the trip to Turks and Caicos, if Danny surprises her with a new facelift, if he surprises her,
Those are common right now. Faceless
you
are just
know,
flying off the shelves at the store.
yes, like come on, come on, come on. If he does anything, the torture Alexis of her having to question, are you cheating on me? And that's why for me, I would say the thing is this: you don't have kids with Danny. You don't.
Yeah, but her kids have now been a part of his life for 4 years, and he picked them up when she had gone through the divorce, and they were aching for that. So I can
Yeah,
feel all of that because of being in similar situation. It's
yeah.
like they've got a bond with him, they've got a love for him now because of him picking them up off the floor. So it might not be his kids, but they're kind of his stepkids. They live with him. They're all together. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'm gonna go out on a limb here because I
Okay.
like to state the facts.
Yeah.
I think Carmela, if you're not speaking to a therapist, I think it would help you because there is something about you staying with men who cheated on you. You're not divorced from your husband.
Ah.
I feel like
Ah.
Carmela has to do the work of why is it hard for you to let go?
Wow. I
Right?
wonder if that could be part of it. Wow. Did you have a second degree in therapy?
Well, you want to hear a funny story that I think some people may know? In
Oh,
college, I majored in journalism, but my minor was in psychology.
okay. I was going to say that was really, I would never have thought that thought that you just had, but you're right.
Yeah,
There, wow.
yeah.
Okay, so you're smarter than I thought. I always thought
Look.
you were kind of smart, but now you're like really smart.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, but that's why my hope for Carmela is to do the work because at some point, if Danny is truly sorry and and in 4 years he hasn't done anything to
Right.
prove to you he's done it, then I think for the sake of her sanity and his, she should walk away from the
Well,
relationship.
let's see. It can all unfold in the next couple of years. I mean, we
Yeah,
know how housewives work.
or episodes. So, so here we are with Gina and Emily, they're doing their Vegas thing, trying on the costumes and everything else. And here, Gina tells Emily what Heather said. And I promise you, Alexis, I'm going to try to get through this without sarcasm.
Well, I've been doing this with you for a while and I don't think it's going to be possible, but go ahead.
Okay, work with me here.
I'm
So,
working.
Alexis, Heather told Gina that it bothers her that Emily and Gina share a room and that they talk ad nauseum.
I thought you said no sarcasm.
I'm here to report the news. My major in journalism is here to report the news. So Heather Dubrow, who has a house the size of the White House, she is upset that friends, besties of 8 years, when they're on a cast trip, that they share a room because they talk ad nauseum. Um, Alexis, as somebody who's been on these shows, who's been on trips. Can you please do me a favor and shed light on why this is an issue
I have
for Heather?
perspective, which I have perspective that's going to be interesting. But okay, so
Good.
uh, so it's kind of like they said 8 years ago is when it all started, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny about that math is 8 years ago was their rookie season, their hazing season, the first season that they get on the show, right? It is never desired by any housewife to want to share a room with someone else. You do not, you want to go in your room and decompress. The two rookies that were on that year had to share a room somewhere because they were the two newbies. And so they got in the rooms together and then it kind of just stuck. It saves it, first of all, you don't always get, if you rent a villa, you don't have enough rooms for all the housewives. So you got to kind of bunk up. We've seen that on even on Beverly Hills, like
Mhm.
Sutton took the one for the team and roomed with Amanda.
Amanda.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, no one was like jumping at the bit to do that. Oh, please pick me. I want to share a room. No one does that. And so Emily and Gina had this happen 8 years ago and it kind of just stuck. So then their second season, they're like, producers are like, can you guys just share a room together? I'm like, it wasn't so bad. Sure, why not? Here they are now, they're best friends and they're doing it. And now the women are all jealous of it and want to be sharing a room together. I'm like, come on. Are we in high school still for real? I don't care who's in a room together. I want to go put my head on that pillow. I'm so done talking after.
Right.
It's like I could care less about. I don't even care if one of my kids were in my room with me. I'd probably just say good night, Kenna. Like I just cannot even take it. I'm like, okay, what is the deal? And why do you think it bothers Heather? Is it? Oh, maybe it was what Gina said. I just remember this. Gina said it's because you don't feel like you have a person or what'd she word it? Someone to be your buddy, a buddy. It's a buddy
Yeah.
system. You have a buddy. And so maybe that's what's bothering Heather. I don't know, because I sure in the heck don't care
I
who's
don't
sticking.
give two shits about. It's strange to me that this is all of a sudden becoming an issue. Like, and I'm glad you shed light on it because that is true. We saw this with Sutton saying, "I took one for the team. I shared the room with Amanda as if it was
And
the worst thing."
Amanda's the rookie, so they all knew Amanda's getting that room, and then someone's got to be the bigger person that's not the rookie and go in with her. And because that villa in Italy didn't have another bed somewhere. I mean, you can always choose a couch, take a couch if you don't want to share a room, but like, yeah. So see, my rookie theme is true. I've seen it many times. I had to do it. I don't. I think I had to share. I think my one season I shared. Who did I share with? I don't even remember now. That's weird, but I know I've had to do it because I was a rookie. No
Yes,
big deal.
and to your point, it's rare too when two rookies are on at the same time.
Exactly. That's my point.
That's
That's
true.
my point.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. So they believe that Heather is upset because she wants to be in control. Um, I'll say this. The word control, yes, I think is more so of controlling the narrative in terms of what they're saying about her when they are filming in that said room that they're sharing together and how that's becoming an issue
But
because Heather doesn't want their conversations on camera to be shared with the world. That's what it
but
is.
But what doesn't make sense to me, Carlos, is it doesn't matter what two women end up going to share a room together. Let's just say that it ended up being Jen. On season 18, Jen and I had to share a room together in Big Bear. So there you go. But what if it had been Jen and Heather that had gone and shared a room? They're still going to gossip about what you just shot and say a couple of words about, oh God, that was annoying or whatever. So why does it matter that it's Emily and Gina that are doing it? Because it doesn't matter who's sharing the room with who, there's going to be a little bit of a talk going. I just don't get why it's about them two, those two. Like, is Heather worried that they're scheming something behind I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. And that was a thing for me. It was sort of like, is it something else that out of nowhere? Because even when Emily said, like, we've been doing this for a long time, why is all of a sudden it's an issue?
Right.
And then I'm like, please tell me this isn't Heather trying to make this a storyline. I'm not buying that there's trouble in paradise when it comes to Emily and Gina. I just don't see it. I'm not seeing it, and I'm not buying it. Alexis, I'm not buying it. Even when Listen, you know these women. Even when they have a conversation, I'm talking about Emily and Gina in their shared room together, where they're talking about like their friendship and how they are trying to get past this rough patch. Well, you were talking over me, and I was trying to help you here, and I don't want you to say anything about me to Carmela, and I was mad that you said that. And Emily's like, for 8 years, I never told anybody anything we talked about. What are your thoughts on that? You know Gina and Emily, excuse me. Is this something that you think is a real issue for them? Because I can't see it.
Wait, which one's the real issue for them? Is what one
That
with the real issue?
Emily and Gina both feel like their friendship has hit a rough patch based on Gina feeling like, why would Emily tell Carmela what I said about her?
No. No. And Gina even said in the hotel room with Emily, she goes, or no, Emily goes, Gina, I have over the 8 years, you have told me so much information that has never left the vault. I've never, dishonored you with any of that information. So I'm not out here just blabbing to people. I think Emily just didn't think it was a big deal enough to that she had to keep it under wraps. I just did that with my kids the other day. Miles had told me something, and then I just spouted it to Kenna, and Miles goes, "Why would you share my private information?" I said, "Well, God, that does not seem private. That seem like something you'd go run and tell Kenna too." I think that's probably what Emily was thinking. She's just like, "Well, I didn't know this was that big of a deal. Like you didn't pick apart Carmela's body or something. You just commented on the bag." I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm with you. And
You
listen,
like how I correlated my kids to the situation?
no, I love it. I love it because it goes to show you that look, you can feel that way, and that's why what I always tell people now. So, little tip for people, not reality stars, because you already know whatever you talk about on camera with the person's not there, you have to tell them what was said. It's the game of telephone, so we
Yes.
all get that. But in terms of your children, one thing I've learned is you literally have to make this disclaimer. This is between us. Ain't that the craziest thing, Alexis?
Yeah. And usually that's why when one of them tell me something that they're like, don't go tell another sibling, I am a vault. And now they'll even others will drill me and be like, well, what was that conversation about? I'm like, step out of the way. It's none of your business. But like, but no, yeah, I don't know. I think I just can't. I mean, like you said, it's like we're just waiting for some real drama to actually happen.
Yeah. So the cast have a dinner, and in this dinner, Shannon and Gina get into it. Because Shannon feels slighted by Gina that in last week's episode during the Carmela grill down that happened, she felt that, Gina was pretty much trying to shush her. Shannon says that she has every right to speak. Shannon says she has every right to speak as much as Gina does. Gina apologizes. Shannon apologizes for overstepping.
Okay. Well, that's the way normal women have conversations at dinner tables. That's, I think what you're missing is that we want the non-normal, the unnormal, the abnormal.
Yes, say
Throw a
it.
napkin. You're wanting a throw the napkin moment or
Yeah.
an abnormal dinner party, and we're getting the way normal women behave. Well, that hurt my feelings. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, move on. Dessert, please.
You took the words out of my mouth. I literally was about to say, where is the napkin being thrown? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, where is Lisa Rinna telling Kim Richards, don't talk about my husband? Listen, I'm not advocating for things being thrown. So don't be so literal, raindrops, when I say that. But to Alexa's point, okay, you do have every right to speak. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Shannon has every right to speak.
And
That's
Gina apologized. Gina apologized. There we go.
Gina apologized. And Shannon says, I apologize for overstepping. There we go. The room situation comes up again, Alexis. And Jen says it does feel like a buddy system when Emily and Gina share a room. Then Gina proceeds to call out Heather, and tells Heather as she's getting the sushi away from her hair, which, by the way, can I give Heather a compliment, Alexis, please?
Oh, yes, would love it.
Okay, because I know people think I don't do that. So I
Ah!
want to give her a compliment.
Okay.
Heather's hair looks amazing in this dinner.
I like it short like that. I
I
do
do
like
too.
I like her haircut on her. And not everyone can pull that haircut off,
No, I
but I
love
like
it.
it. Okay. There we go.
Heather, mark August 14th at 1:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. 10:54 your time on the West Coast. Carlos King gave Heather Dubrow a compliment. And I don't want to hear shit about it from anyone else.
And we love Heather's hair.
Heather has the best hair. Love the hair.
Ah!
Keep that hair. I love it. Okay. So Heather's getting the sushi away from her hair. Okay. And Gina says to Heather, um, what Emily said to her, and also said, like, look, I don't want to feel micromanaged, and I am setting a boundary.
Ah!
Okay, Alexis, I'm
And
setting a
Heather says,
boundary.
boundary accepted. Okay. Well, we got that figured out.
Boundaries are being set.
This is such good
And
progress. Mature
Gina stood up for herself against Heather Dubrow.
The
So,
maturity exuding out of this group right now is just, it's just something to put in the books,
yeah,
Such good maturity.
yeah, yeah. It's good to see the maturity on another level. Did I miss anything, Alexis, that you wanted to talk about?
What else was there? I guess they just ended it. Well, they ended it that Jen said she would end up moving rooms or whatever, and that's how they ended it. And that she wouldn't get married to Ryan if Ryan came to the chapel, she wouldn't because she wants her kids there. Which I get. I get that. Remember those two scenes?
Yes, I
I
do.
Yeah. I like that Jen said I'm just over it. So I'm gonna move my room because I just want everyone happy. And this was my girls' weekend and I want everyone happy. And I was like, okay, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, now what?
Listen, this is
I'm like, I need another cup of coffee, but we don't have time for you to wait for me to go make one. So
Alexis said, okay, Carlos, now what? I'm like, I think that's the end of the episode. Alexis,
fastest
unless,
episode we've ever
unless I missed something, Alexis, I think that's the episode.
done.
Okay, So that's what happened. Vegas, one down, maybe two more episodes to go of Vegas, maybe two.
Oh, Vegas. That looks good. Next week looks a little bit more interesting. So see how I said let's wait till episode 8. Did you watch the trailer?
Of OC?
Yeah, for episode 7 next
Oh,
week.
you mean the next stop or next week's?
You watch trailer for episode 7
I
where
did
they
see the
show where they show coming up. They show
yes,
coming up the two.
yes.
Okay, I thought, see, my predicament might be right because I'm trying to look at half glass full.
Go
By
ahead.
episode 8, it might take off a little more because I thought next week's episode the teaser looked better.
Explain to the raindrops your reason for that, because I actually agree with you.
Well, I don't remember everything now. I know that they're still in Vegas. There's a couple tiffs that seem to be happening or stirring that I think seemed more organic or like legitimately what somebody might be upset about.
Yep.
Um, and so I just thought it looked, I just thought it looked more enticing.
Now
And you agree?
listen, Carmela seems to be getting into it, defending herself, which is why for me, I'm like, I really am enjoying Carmela. Carmela, it has a the good thing with Carmela is she's not trying to insert herself in other people's drama because that can come across off-putting, right?
Yeah.
Like she even I believe was it Heather who said this to her? I forgot who it was. When they gave her kudos for standing up for herself in last week's episode where everybody was attacking her and how she was able to handle it, not get out of character, stay how she felt, and they had to move on from it. So next week we get to see more of that and look, I'm here for it. So I
I
agree
like
with you.
and I like how Carmela, it seems like she even she doesn't step her into other people's conversations like you said or arguments, but she also is very forgiving when people come to her and say, "Look, I'm sorry if this came across or I was hard on you or we all jumped on you." And Carmela's just like, "Okay, fine." That's
Yeah.
what I kind of like. It's just like she kind of reminds me of like Amanda Francis in the fact that she doesn't let things get her all worked up and she just
Yeah.
lets them roll off. She's like, "Fine, whatever. We're over it."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And I feel like for her, she's sort of like, I get the show, I've watched it. Like she's not somebody
yeah.
who's like, oh my God, they're so dramatic. She's like, I get it, I expected it, and we're gonna deal with this. So no, I agree with you 100%. So Raindrops, let us know your thoughts on episode 6, season 20 of the Real Housewives of Orange County. Alexis and Abba will be back next week, and we are hoping, praying, wishing, manifesting Amanda Francis back. Some dramatic shit's gonna happen. It's gonna make us talk about it extensively. Okay? All right, Alexa, you know where to find us, Raindrops. Alexa, I love you, and I will see you on the next one, boo.